Welcome to today's webinar, all about making the most of the computer group in your literacy rotations. When planning for reading groups, we want to ensure we are differentiating and targeting individual learning needs, and we want to plan engaging, meaningful tasks that are not only challenging your students, but they will also enjoy. Often one of the hardest things is to try and figure out how you as an individual teacher can support students to engage and continue to work independently while you focus on your teacher group. So today we're going to spend about 5 minutes, hopefully, showing you how Purple Mash can support you to ensure digital tasks are meaningful, targeted, scaffolded and supported with prompts and teacher voice to make the most of each and every opportunity that students have to work in this manner. So let's say your focus this week is comprehension. We're looking particularly at the strategy of inferring. You may wish for the students to engage in one of our serial mash texts and complete a quiz designed to highlight how well students have comprehended the text and what inferring means. The great thing is all these tasks and resources already exist in Purple Mash. Let me show you how you can find and assign resources for such a lesson, and we'll also show you how to add additional scaffolding that allows students to work independently and for you to be assured that your tasks are differentiated and targeted for each individual student. Firstly, I'm going to open Purple Mash. I'm going to navigate to Serial Mash via the reading egg here at the top right, and I'm going to find a text that I want my students to engage with. An easy way to integrate your inquiry topic is to search for a text that obviously links in with that topic. So at the moment we're looking at the environment and sustainability, so I'm going to open the Little Wish. Once I've found that text, I'm actually going to copy the URL. You can't see this at the moment, but I'm just copying the web address, the URL in the top bar. And I'm going to open a new tab and I'm going to paste that web address in, essentially meaning that I have two tabs of Purple Mash open and they are open on the same text, the same serial mash text. Okay, so in this first tab, I'm going to actually open the chapter of the serial mash text that I want my students to engage with. And the reason being is when I go to assign this, I will need to copy the URL. The group of students I have in mind might need some assistance to read this text independently. So the text that I've chosen actually has the option of the e-reader. So I'm going to have that open and I'm going to go across now into my second tab. And this is where I'm going to explore the resources that I can see here. In particular, I'm going to look at the quizzes, the comprehension quizzes for this chapter. So I'm going to open this one here so that I can have a look through these questions without actually completing the quiz. I'm going to press stop and I'm going to have a quick read through all of these different questions. This is where I would have the opportunity to make any edits, add any new questions, change any questions, and obviously whenever I see this microphone icon here, that's where I can then add in my voice. So if I've got students who are completing this quiz who might have some difficulties reading the actual text of the quiz, I can just record my voice saying what the question is, and if I need be, I can actually add additional scaffolding in there, additional hints, etc. Okay, I'm actually feeling pretty good about this quiz. So what I'm going to do now is to save and share this as a to-do. Okay, so once I've saved that and opened up to share as a to-do, in my instructions, I'm going to ask the students to navigate first to the text and read the chapter independently or using the e-reader. Then I'm going to ask them to complete this quiz before continuing on by reading further into the story if time allows in the lesson. And this is where I'll need to add the hyperlink from chapter 1 into the description so that the students can just click that hyperlink and that will open up the story where they need to be reading from. Once I've done that, I can add audio instructions if I'd like. There are further options that you can select if need be. I don't need these for today. Moving through, I can make my connections into the curriculum and assign particular learning areas or elaborations that I am addressing in this task. That'll just let me make some judgments against those once I've received the results of the quiz. This particular group will be accessing the task on Wednesday, so I'm going to make sure that the start date is Wednesday, meaning they'll get the alert on Wednesday, and that'll avoid any confusion for the remaining part of the week if they do happen to log on to Purple Mash for something else. Then I need to select my group and I can set that to do. So let's pretend it's Wednesday We'll jump on in to impersonate a student just so that you can see now what they will see when they log in. So my student has now logged in to Purple Mash and you can see they have a little alert up the top here. They click their alert and you'll see the reading group task clearly identified here. So they can click go to and they will go straight to that task. At any time they can go to their to-dos and they can listen to the instructions, they can re-listen if they need to, and they can get straight on with their task. Later in the day, back as a teacher now, I can actually explore student results via my work folder. Here I can share feedback, I can reassign work, I can apply judgments to the areas of the curriculum that I set, or I can assign awards. In the data tab, I can actually view the data from my students as a group or a class, and I can export this information as an Excel spreadsheet to add to my assessment and evidence gathering. Okay, and that is the end of our webinar for today. Short and sweet, hopefully. Thank you very much for watching our webinar all about supporting best practice with Purple Mash. I hope it's been helpful and we look forward to seeing you at the next one. Have a great day.